You know, supply and demand is a crazy, crazy thing. Hey, we hit over 2,000. Thanks to all the new subscribers for being here. We have a big goal coming up at 2,500. Can't wait to be part of a cool stream where we'll be giving away a bunch of boxes, a bunch of stuff. We'll do Arcane Rising First Edition. We'll give away some packs from that. It'll be fun. Can't wait for hitting 2,500. Today we're going to talk about supply and demand, and we're going to talk about who made the money on Monarch First Edition. And maybe who lost money on Monarch First Edition, and what could be done differently so that those tables are righted. And I've struggled with this video because, like, I don't want to bash LGSs. I don't want anybody negative at LGSs. Because LGSs have been put in this weird situation where the demand for the product of Monarch First Edition is so obnoxiously high, and the supply just isn't there. And so it's just this weird, really weird situation that's caused some stuff to happen. So I want to talk about this. We're going to use some approximations. I don't know all the data, obviously. I'm just a guy in a basement. I don't know all the data. I know close to the data though. And I want to look at where the money went and who the money went to. And here's what I'm going to say is, like, this is not a criticism of LSS. This is a simple fact of the current state of the market in supply and demand. And my heart is like, I don't love it. Like, I love that LGSs are making money, but I don't love that money's being left on the table. So let's talk about it. So, right, you've seen online stores hitting, or online personalities hitting at the $500 mark, right? And, you know, big, huge stores, you know what I'm talking about. Big, huge stores that are hitting and selling boxes, 500, 650, whatever it is. So I'm going to use 500 to be easy on our math tip. Online store costs around 500. So now we're going to talk about, what does LSS get out of this per box? You can see where I'm going here, right? So I'm going to call, and I have no clue. I'm going to say that LSS sells boxes to distributors for $30. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that they give margins, whatever. And I'm going to say that Cartamundi charges LSS, I'm going to say $15. Again, these numbers are probably off. This is just to get you the data into the math. It might be higher, it might be lower. It doesn't matter. The same point is going to be true. So Cartamundi makes the boxes, $15 per box. LSS, you know, charges $30 to the distributors. And then these people are selling it for $500. All right, boom. So we're going to use a huge online store, okay? We're going to call them 6,000 boxes. That they got 6,000 boxes because, you know, kind of watching some of the data and some of the trends, I'm guessing that's around the number of boxes that some of these larger stores got. So their cost, okay, this was supposed to be like a numbers video where I do like the whole thing on the screen, but instead I wanted to share more of my opinions and stuff like that. I didn't want it to be as officially number driven because these numbers are all approximations, right? So for 6,000 boxes, their cost is $300,000. No small number to scoff at. A huge investment in a product. However, they then sell those boxes for a total of $3 million, which is a profit of $2,700,000. $2.7 million. If they had 6,000 boxes, they sold them all for 500. They didn't keep any back. They didn't, you know, maybe they kept some back. They sold some for cheaper. We've seen that, right? But you know, whatever. We're calling the average box price 500. They made $2,700,000. I get it. You got to ship the boxes. You got to do the. Let's call it. All right, fine. You want to call it $2,500,000, $5,000, 2.5. You want to call it $2.3 million? We'll do that. Okay. Meanwhile, Legend Story Studios makes $900,000 at 6,000 boxes. 900. I said 900. It's $90,000 at 6,000 boxes. LSS makes $90,000. Distribution makes $120,000. Okay, they don't have to ship as many. Their distribution hub, they have other income. I get it. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. In order for LSS to make the equivalent of $2.7 million, they would have to produce 180,000 booster boxes of first edition. And so here's the point of this video. And some of you have already commented negatively, whatever, you know, some people are like, where's the point, Louis? I get it. Here's the point of this video. the demand and the supply still isn't fixed, and it doesn't make anybody happy. Even the stores who are selling boxes at $500, yeah, they've got money, but are they happy? Like, they really aren't. They're frustrated because they don't know what the product's going to look like tomorrow. And on top of that, they are getting angry customers, and they don't want angry customers. Stores want happy customers. Stores don't want to anger people, but they also don't want to sell their boxes to the whales for $200 who are just going to scoop them up, and then the players never get the boxes. It's just this terrible mixture of things driven by not enough boxes. And so I've talked to a couple store people. I've talked to some people in the community who have, you know, a big presence. And here's what I think that they want. Just my opinion from their conversations. They rather sell more cheaper boxes. So you use that number. Let's call that number 2.7 million. I don't think anybody needs to make $2.7 million off of Monarch First Edition. But instead of selling 6,000 boxes, if they were able to get their hands on 15,000 boxes, and the prices was then instead like $200 a box, they'd still be able to make the same amount of money, right? It's total same amount of money, but they'd be selling the boxes for less. More people would have the boxes. More, you know, those of you who are only got one box of First Edition would be able to have 3 or 4 or a case. It would have dispersed the market. And I get it. I know the problem is Carta Monday. I know the problem is COVID. I know the problem is blah, blah, blah. Whatever you're about to type, whatever you're about to be upset about. But here's my problem. I don't want to live in a world where Legend Story Studios makes like 1 fraction of what the big box LGSs are making. Now, okay, like there's another side of this that's like for the small LGSs that are I've heard some really great stories of small LGSs that are lowering the box price to like $350 or $400 for anybody that comes in and plays, and you know they're still making good money, but they're doing something good for the community too. And it's really great. These high prices are really great for LGSs, like the small ones or the mid-sized ones. Really great for those. But I'd rather have LSS making money than like the big guys. And it makes me sad. It makes me frustrated that like a company that does so much work to promote the game isn't making anywhere close to the profit that these other stores are making. And it's kind of a frustrating thing. It's a weird thing to feel. But I guess what I want to see happen, and I get it. Okay, first, the other thing is like you have unlimited, and who knows? So right, those numbers are definitely changed on unlimited, and maybe that's a key, and maybe LSS has an answer there, and that's a key. But when you look at all the data, when you look at all the things happening, when you look at them shipping product and them working super hard, like I feel like they deserve a bigger cut of the pie of the First Edition, and I also feel like the customers, the consumers, will be happier if we get more boxes. And I don't think that we need this kind of fight to the $1,000 box price or fight to get all this stuff. Like, I don't think we need that. I mean, I think even if we tripled or quadrupled or 10x, 5x the box run for this current print, I still think in a year box prices would be going up. It'd be still increasing rapidly. We'd still be an investable. Nobody wants their cards to go to zero. I'm not saying put your cards to zero. I'm just saying we don't have, if $500 boxes on release week seems excessive to me. That doesn't seem like the intended target of a First Edition product. And so I really, really, really am hoping that we get this figured out for Kingdoms. I really hope Kingdoms turns into this thing where like boxes on release are like $220, $225. I think that's a healthy price. $250, where, you know, LSS makes money. LGSs still make, you know, 3 or 4 times that, right? Because they got, you know, the customers or whatever, but the percentages are a little closer because there's more boxes. So anyway, that's my little, I guess this is I don't know, I guess I'm ranting a lot. I got a lot of some life stuff going on. So, but anyway, I'm super excited about Monarch. It's going good. I can't wait for Friday's stream. It's going to be fun. Hope you have a good day. Remember to be kind to the people around you.